man, yeah, I said it, killed a bear barehanded so the people won't forget it. Getting money for I was legal to drink. I care what a broke nigga think.
Just like the pack of Lewis.
Look, everything I do so cold. I can do this, both eyes closed. Too sharp, I stay on my toes. About that guap boy, anything goes. Help the bear if we outside. Help the bear if we outside. Still tipping, baby, nothing changed. I'm still grinding over here, yeah. Still sliding through my own lane. Shorty, nothing funny over here. Dallas rain everywhere around me. Dream to get money. Made it through the storm, living sunny. Dreams came true, now we eating. I got more dreams to chase, gotta reach them. Trying to put a team together like the Hunger Games. Everybody grind together, we all came from hunger pain.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Lay Ill Kid at OneYoungsta. Hold it down, bring that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people? Today, oh yeah, coming with another wonderful episode of Black Together. I said Black Together. Whoo! I'm not by myself. I'm with Lady Lisa. Say what's up.
Hey, y'all.
If you could, real quick, let people know what Black Together is about.
Black Together is about us as a black couple together, talking about just, different things going on, relationship issues. Sometimes we'll get into, politics, but, our opinions as a black couple in these United States and all the shenanigans that go forth with. But I think we talk mostly about relationships, right?
Yeah, mostly about relationships.
Yeah.
But sometimes we get into family stuff that, involves the kids and things of that nature, and we also like to litigate in our free time, all right? And when I'm talking about litigation, I'm talking about the one and only divorce court. That's right, we got some new cases, y'all. We're going to break them down. Break these things down like a fraction. All right, so let's see. First, what we got? Who the first case we got up on the docket? All right. All right. So, first case on the docket we got is Renata Copeland versus Blake Smith. Now I'm gonna throw their names in the chat so y'all can look them up yourselves. The dope thing about this couple, all right, real quick, is because they from Richmond, Virginia. All right, and we from Richmond, Virginia, so we had to put this one first.
That's the only dope thing about them.
That's the only dope thing is that they got the hometown repping. All right,
the onlyest thing.
Man, look, it's not gonna be good.
And I said, as soon as I saw they were from Richmond, I said they better not come with no foolishness. And here enters foolishness. Tap dancing.
Look. Okay, check it. Okay, this is an interesting. But I'm going to go in and read y'all in on the info. After 2 kids, Renata Copeland says her longtime lover constantly disregards her boundaries and makes her feel crazy when she accuses him of lying. Now, I'm going to say there's already a discrepancy in here. All right? Can I get to it?
Carry on.
All right. Discrepancy number 1. All right, you said after 2 kids. All right, this is Renata, not me. This is Renata's mouth. All right, she said after 2 kids, her longtime lover, Hope. Why is he a longtime lover and not your husband? All right, see, that's your problem. All right, you done went and had 2 kids. All right, and you didn't make him commit to nothing. All right, that dude can walk out whenever he feel like. All right. You know what I'm saying? See, that you're giving up the goods and you have not you gave him the cell phone plan and he did not have to sign for the certain, you don't understand what, you know what? Am I tripping?
No.
Okay, that's discrepancy number 1. Then she said he constantly disregards her boundaries. If someone is disregarding your boundaries, what do you say about standards?
Standards stand.
They stand.
They don't bend.
They don't bend.
They don't waver.
No.
They don't lay down. They stand.
They stand up. All right, that's where they be at. They done stood.
Some of y'all don't have standards. Y'all got suggestions.
Man, look, look. If someone keeps disregarding, okay. So all right, okay. You know what? We got some time. We on the internet. All right.
We on the internet.
Yeah, we on the internet. Going nuts.
INNA.
We on the internet.
NET. Internet.
We on the internet. All right. Disregard. Verb. Pay no attention to. Semicolon. Ignore. So, once again, this person has looked at your boundaries and then decided to pay no attention to them or ignore them. Yet you still with this person with 2 kids. Those children's, all right? That's what we ain't even got into, but I'm telling you, your boy Blake gonna explain it though. All right? Now, Lady Lisa, do you have any words to say about Blake before we get started?
No. I'll save my words.
All right, cool.
As we tarry on.
All right. Okay. Cool. So, Blake started off saying that she's good. She's a great person. She does this. She does that. She's nice to me. She loves the kids or whatever. She's such an awesome, amazing person. But she crazy. All right. She said she's all these things, but she's crazy. All right. That's how he starts. That's his first statement, that the girl is crazy. Now, she goes in, they have 2 children, and she wanted to start her mistrust story because, she's like, I want to tell you the story, the reason I don't trust him. Now, all right, now remember, she got 2 kids, right? Her story starts all the way back when they were dating. Now,
we passed
Renata, you got 2 kids with this man. You can't start your story before the kids no more because see, you decided to take whatever he gave you.
Exactly.
And then gave him kids, gave him access to the area of the Most High.
Not area of the Most High.
Look, it's a family show. You know we gotta do. Look, come on.
All
right. You gave him access to the place, the place of peace. All right. That's what you gave him to. After y'all was dating, I thought she was gonna be like, now that we got 2 kids, he acting up. No, she said before we even had kids, he was acting up.
But you had kids with him afterwards. Make it make sense. Because I love how she says that like it's supposed to make him look so bad.
No.
But she doesn't understand that it makes her look ridiculous.
Thank you. So, all right, cool. So they got 2 kids. She wanted to start her story of mistrust all the way back when they were dating. She said he showed up at 5:30 a.m.
5:30 a.m.
after chilling with work friends. All right. Now, this is the story that he gave us. He said that he went out to a work shindig, with his fellas that he worked with. And he said that he got really drunk. All right. Got real drunk and he couldn't drive home. And everybody else went home and he couldn't drive home. And she said that he was really close. He could have walked home. He said, if I'm drunk, I shouldn't have walked home. I shouldn't have drove home. So he told Judge Faith and all us under the sunshine of God that he slept in his car.
Because he was doing the responsible thing. Don't forget, that's what he said.
He said he was doing the responsible
thing.
He didn't want to kill nobody. All right. He was like, look, I ain't going to get a DUI like Tiffany Haddish. All right. I'm going to sleep in the car.
Why you gotta do that? You just threw her all up under the car with him.
So that story seemed kind of shaky, but he got some more. All right, that story already seemed shaky. Oh, he also said his phone died. All right, now I'm gonna tell you, when it comes to this, his phone dies at the most cheat critical times, all right? I'm just letting you know. His phone be dying at the most critical
It
times.
be in perfect health.
His phone never dies in the morning.
No, it be in
the
perfect health
afternoon.
when it's time for his people to call him to go out, right? And when it's time for him to like call and let them know I'm here. When it's time for him to text, you know, where you at? All of those things that happen when you go out that we all know about.
That we all know about.
When it's a group of people, everybody got to text somebody because they late. Where you at? Are you coming?
Are you coming? Are you?
But
Because
his
waiting
phone-
for you. We want to eat.
His phone is in perfect health. Perfect charge for
Top
all
quality.
of that. But as soon as it's time for him to text
To go home.
his baby mother, I ain't got no.
The bar, I ain't got no bars. The battery gone.
But what's interesting is you just told us you were a group of people, but ain't nobody.
Couldn't nobody let you use the phone?
Ain't no. They can't be
Hey,
like, hey,
hey,
this
babe.
is so and so's. With
Hey
his phone.
baby, this is Greg's phone.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
my phone. You know me. I always forget to charge my phone, but just wanted to let you know. Nope, nobody phone.
I'm alright,
working.
baby. I'm right here. I'm cool.
Either that or they just all selfish. Everybody told me no.
Everybody told you can't use my phone. But these your friends that you went out drinking with.
Right.
Okay, so then next up. All right. He also texted one of his boys that ended up being a girl that was with the group. All right. That he got home safe.
And we don't mean that in a transgender kind of way either.
Nah, it was just like he was lying. He said I was out with my boys. Then she was like, I went on social media and saw that there was a girl there. He was like, oh well, it was a group of us. We all worked together, but you ain't say that.
But you said it was your boys.
You said it was your boys.
You specifically said boys. You didn't say a group of
You
coworkers.
ain't say we all went out.
You
No,
said
you
your
said your boys. You lied. You left out little shorty doo-wop. All right? We know what you're doing. So all right. So he said that he didn't want to break the chain of text because everybody was texting this woman to tell her that they got home. That's what he
So the
said.
judge is like, so did everybody text her? He said, I don't know what they did, but
Look, not only did he text this woman that he got home, being like, yo, I got home safe or whatever, then he sent her a selfie. He sent her a selfie.
talking about to prove to her that he was home.
He said it wasn't even a big deal. It was just like, I got home safe. Click it, you know what I'm saying? He played it like it wasn't a big deal. All right, now let me tell you this. All right,
Go ahead.
you
And
know
I
what?
have more to say about that too. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this. Shango Zulu is in the chat. We got a couple lurkers up in here. I want to know, how many times have you been with your boys and texted and said, yo, dog, I'm home safe? No, how many times has your boy said, yo, man, text me, let me know you got home all right? I'm just asking, because I feel like that's never happened. You want to know why it's never happened? Because it doesn't happen. Like, men, we don't, it's not that men don't care about each other, because we do. Because I know it's going to sound like, Dad, your friends don't care about, no. It's just that that's not a thing that men do. But you know what it is a thing? It's a thing that people that are dating do. Oh, yes, it is. Or someone who's seeing someone on the low. It's something they do. So now you got this man telling this story that this woman that works with all us. So all right, so it was a group of work friends, right? And this woman that went out with us told all the guys to text her and let her know that they was home safe. How do you believe that? Please, if you believe that, I just want you to put in the chat or put in the comments on the replay, say, I believe that. Say that story sounds completely sane to me. Because I feel like he's full of it. But there's more fool to get. All right, we ain't done. So, all right. She said that she had to go get some groceries. All right. She meaning Renata. Renata had to go get some groceries. All right. Renata gets in the car. goes gets the groceries, puts the groceries in the car. You know what I'm saying? She's driving home, just driving home. Then when she gets home, she says, hey, you know how it is when you have some food in the bag or something and the food roll around a little bit. Now, here's the thing. I don't know what kind of bags you using where food just rolls around, but she said food rolls around. You got to like get it from under the seat. I think she was full of it on this one. I was like, you just searched the car. Just say you searched the car. Don't blame Vons or Food Line or Kroger on this. Don't blame Ralph's on this. You wanted to search the car. So anyway, she said that she went through, and after going through, she realized that there was some food up under the car. All right? Matter of fact, Lady Lisa, before we finish this story, do you believe that there was a woman that told all the men that she went out with, that she worked with, to text them that they got home safe?
No, that was just his side chick. So this is the other thing I wanted to say about that. The reason he had to send her a picture is because she didn't believe he was going home, because she's the side chick. She thought, look, I think he really going.
I'm a side chick. He got another side chick.
Well, she may not know she's a side chick. I don't know.
Ooh,
so she's like, I don't believe you. I need you to, send me a picture when you get home. Oh, whatever it is. So that's what I think the picture was about, is that he's running these shenanigans. I think he has at least 2 women that both believe they're the main chick.
They're the only one.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So now we back to the car. Renata said she digging up under the car and she finds a box of condoms. All right. Now remember, this is a couple that definitely has free range, unprotected love because they got 2 kids already. All right. And she said, we don't use these items in this house. All right. We don't use these.
And he agreed.
Lady Lisa, could you please break down his explanation for why there were condoms in the car?
First of all, you have to, according to him, this is breaking news to everyone, okay? Breaking news. You have to be 18 or older to purchase condoms, right? And he has an underage cousin who wanted him to purchase condoms for him because he's underage and he can't go and purchase condoms. And then he was going to drive an hour and a half to where this cousin lives to someday, some moment, who knows when, next time the family have a barbecue, he was going to go down there and give him said box of condoms.
He actually said,
he said that.
Whenever we have a cookout or something, I could get it to him. All right, now, I don't know.
He didn't have a baby by then.
I don't know where. I don't know where you're living, whoever's watching this. I don't know where you're living. But imagine a place that's about an hour and a half from your house that you got to drive to. Imagine saying that you bought a box of condoms for that person so you could give it to them. There's a myriad of ways to get that box to them without, if you really, so, okay.
Well,
why? Okay.
Can we start with the fact that there's no...
It's a lie.
There's no age limit on buying condoms. Can we start with that fact?
At least I don't think so. Not that I know of.
If there is, it sure ain't 18.
Yeah, I don't think there's a...
I've never seen anything about there being an age limit. I mean,
No.
It might be a red flag of a toddler coming there talking about, give me this pack of M&Ms.
I get those lifestyles right there. The gray box. Let me get them jumps. Like, it's, like, look. Okay, so there's many ways. You could have sent him the money to have his big brother get it, but the idea is that he was so scared that he had to have someone else buy it. Then why didn't you just order condoms on Amazon, have them delivered to an Amazon locker, and then your cousin could get them? Why they gotta be in your car? I just solved that problem in my mind mad easy, but somehow you gotta drive an hour and a half.
And
to give them a box
hold on, and
of
if
condoms,
if
just one?
And if that's the issue, why are you hiding them from your girl? Just tell your girl,
Yeah.
look, so and so, you know,
Be
my
like,
cousin
baby,
so and so. He
little Reggie, he
done
needs
met
some
this little
condoms.
girl and everything, and you know,
He ain't doing anything.
I'm getting these for him, because it's not true.
Cause you lied.
You're a super liar, and you're a super bad liar.
This man be lying like it ain't nothing.
But let's talk about this. Let's talk about how she want to act like one half of Cagney and Lacey, but you find out the information, ma'am,
And do nothing with it. You be having damning evidence,
I mean,
and then don't never do nothing.
She be putting that case together, boy. Like,
she put the case together
hey,
and never prosecuted.
And then what difference does it make? You stayed. And you do it. And the thing is, women, I've seen women do this on this show. They put all of this stuff out there thinking, oh, this is going to make him look horrible. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, the first case makes him look horrible. But from that point on, when we know that you stayed and endured the rest,
it's not a good look.
We looking at you.
Yeah, because we're going to be like, well, just leave him.
Like, what you still doing here? Tell me I got pregnant again. What you mean?
Because we're going to be like, yo, just leave him.
And then
do you know how many women I've told to just leave whoever they with, and they be like, I can't do that. Like,
I love him.
I'm like, just leave him.
Yeah, but
there's mad men out there that you get like, just leave him.
Yeah, why'd you say? Because I love him.
Then why you up here complaining then?
Get out of my face.
What did Tamar say? What she say?
Oh, she said, let that man cheat in peace.
Thank you. Let that man cheat in peace.
Why? Because you ain't going nowhere.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't going nowhere. So let him cheat in peace.
Thank you.
And saying that is as ridiculous as you staying.
Thank you. Because all you doing is just fussing, and you ain't going to do nothing. Like I said, she done built this case. She ain't prosecuting.
Nope. She ain't even pressing charges. I mean, let's be real.
Look, all right, so peep this. The last story he got, she said that, you know, she was at home because she's a stay-at-home mom, and, you know, he works. So she said she started noticing.
Which they decided.
Mm-hmm. She started noticing that he would be at home, like, way longer than normal. So she said she finally asked, like, yo, did you quit your job? And he said, oh, yeah, I quit my job. But don't worry about it, because I got a new job. I start in a week or two. Well, here's the thing. If it wasn't such a big deal, why didn't you tell your lady, yo, I'm quitting my job. I got a new one lined up already. You want to know why? Because he didn't quit his job. He got fired. All right? My man got fired. And then when he got fired.
That's what we believe.
Well, that's what we believe. That's what I believe. I don't have the physical documents to tell, but I believe he got fired. And I believe the reason he got fired is because he was messing with that girl at work. That's why I think he got fired. Talking about, because here's how I know he lying. He said he had a new job starting in 2 weeks, right? Then turned around and said, because she was nagging me so much, I started a week early. How do you start a job a week early? Let me ask anyone who's watching this whenever you got a job and say they said that you're going to start on the 27th. How many of y'all were able to be like, yo, man, you know what? I really want to start earlier. And they was like, all right, come on in on the 20th. That doesn't happen.
Also, let's think about this timing. All right. He tells her, yeah, I don't have a job. I'm starting the new one in 2 weeks. So that means 2 weeks from the time he said this, he's starting his job.
Yeah.
But he said, I started a week early because she was nagging me. Well, that would mean if today is Monday, she has to just be nagging you today, and you call him and say, I want to start Monday, because that would be a week early, correct?
True.
So at what point did she nag you so much that you had to call him and say, please, can I start a week early? Was it 2 days? 3? It doesn't make sense. Well,
she did say maybe he skipped some time where she was nagging a lot.
But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, she was only nagging. I don't think she even nagged.
I believe
they
she
probably
nagged.
had a quick argument. He was like, yo, can I start early?
There was no job to call.
There was no job to call.
But yeah, she nagged.
He just found a job real quick.
And I'm going to tell you why she nagged. She nagged this man from the time he got up to the time he finally showed up back home.
Yeah.
Because she knows that he's out here doing something. She knows that he disrespects her. She knows that he is unfaithful. She knows that he lies to her all the time. And instead of her leaving him, she stays. And because she knows all these things about him, there's nothing for her to do but nag. And it makes her look ridiculous, and it makes her life miserable. Because he going out doing what he want to do. He chilling.
Like, even at the end, when they decided to split and part ways, right? So at the end, she was like, I'm moving on. I'm not going to be with him no more, blah, blah, blah. And he was just like, well, all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like I said, all he was doing, it seemed, was treating her, because ladies, y'all know men do this sometimes, and I don't know why. He was just treating her bad.
Yep.
To make her leave him. So he could just be like, oh, well, she broke up with me. I mean, if that's what she wanted to do.
Hey, what could I do?
And he had to do that because he got 2 kids. And he knows that if he leaves her, everybody going to be like, I can't believe you left her with 2 kids. Oh, my God. But if she decides to leave, it's on her. So he acted like a total and complete butt to make her leave him so he could go and be with the girl he wanted to be with anyway and still not be looked at as a bad man, leaving his children's mother and children.
Yep, and the children's. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a children.
And I felt bad for her because something was evidently going on with her where she didn't have the confidence to leave him. She didn't feel worthy of, better than him. And she definitely was, because he needed to be kicked in his complete throat. He was horrible to her. He even gave that halfway apology, remember?
Yeah, I forgot to put the video up, but I'm going to give y'all some audio from the phone. Because I forgot. I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot to put the video up.
You got to give them the appreciation speech.
Yeah, so here go the appreciation speech. Let me see if I can get it.
About how much he appreciate her.
Let me see. All right, here we go. He goes on talking about how much he appreciates her, all right? I'm going to put the phone up to my mic. Hopefully I can get it. Here you go.
Has reached a breaking point.
I don't think she has. I mean, she says I don't appreciate her. I appreciate everything she does.
Why don't you tell her right now what you appreciate about her?
I appreciate everything you do. I tell her this all the time.
Well, I'm asking you to tell her now, what is it that you appreciate about her? Look at her, not me.
Renata, you ready to listen? I appreciate everything you do. I appreciate you holding down the home, cooking, the few meals that you do cook. I appreciate those. I appreciate you taking care of the home, taking care of the kids, making sure that my lunch is packed when I get ready to go to work. And I appreciate you being a little less crazy within the past year.
Mr. Smith, you started the entire case today by...
I submit to evidence the audio from a Mr. Blake Smith. Look, he started saying, he was like, woman, you gonna listen to me?
You ready to listen?
You ready to listen?
Like she's his child.
Well, he said it like she never listens to him or something. She said it like he said it like he's being persecuted. Like he's doing right all the time and she don't never listen to him. And he's like, you ready to listen? Like, yeah, I listen to you all the time. You be lying. Like, then homie said, I appreciate the meals.
The few meals.
The few meals.
Make.
The few meals you cook when you feel like you get.
And I appreciate you being less crazy for this past year. Sir.
Bruh.
You could have kept all of that. You could have kept all of that. But he did reveal how much she really does for him. When he talked about she packs his lunch.
Yeah, she packs his lunch.
She takes care of the house.
Look.
So he have an argument about her not doing all these things. But the problem is, ma'am, you're doing it. You're doing wifely duties with a girlfriend status, ma'am.
Yeah, this man ain't your husband. Like, look.
You run in the store, but you only work the register.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
I'm glad they split. I know Blake gonna run to that other girl. Well, at least that's how she left it. It seemed like she was leaving.
No. I've seen the face and heard the voice of a woman who is ready to go.
And that ain't her?
That ain't her.
Okay, all right, she gonna stay.
That ain't her. We've seen cases where that woman couldn't get down the hall fast enough from that man.
True.
That was not her.
Yeah, true that.
She ain't going nowhere. She at home right now, waiting for him to get home.
Yeah, she
home.
making sandwiches
She
for
home
tomorrow.
right now, texting him for the 50th time.
And you know them sandwiches be good too.
He better watch some sandwiches from now on.
Oh yeah, that's true. Honestly, I would not eat no sandwich from that woman. But all right, so I would say, baby girl, just leave. Just leave.
She ain't going nowhere.
Don't turn back.
She's not tired enough. She's not.
And see, she got 2 kids, so that makes it worse because now, if she leaves him, then she's separating the children from their father, which makes that a whole other thing.
But like I said though, if she stays, I think they have a little boy and a little girl. I don't know. The little boy grows up seeing this as this is how you treat women.
Yeah.
And the little girl grows up seeing this as this is how men treat women.
But it's going. Man,
and I'm sorry,
this
that's
is the
not
problem
okay.
you create. All right, and I know people gonna run in here and say, "Oh, well, people that are married be cheating too." Yes, it's true, but the difference is when you cheat and you married to someone, there is a legal commitment to them as well. There is a personal, political, financial, all that stuff commitment. So now he can just up and walk out and leave. If he was married to her, if they were married, if he got up and decided, well, I'm going to leave, I'm going to do this, he would have to provide for those children even more, or provide for her even in addition to the children.
Right.
But, look, when you do, the man was already sketchy before you had kids with him.
But who knows? A lot of women, despite history, still believe that having a man's child will keep him. Even though it's been proven throughout history that the majority of the time, ma'am, this does not work.
No. All right, moving on. All right. Season 23, episode 91. We got LaPreshia Lewis versus Darnell Bonner. All right. She says his gambling is out of control. All right. She accuses him of pawning her engagement ring so that he can win her a better ring. Now, this one was kind of sad because the dude was just like out there lost, out there getting his gamble on. But let's go on and get started. She said his constant gambling loses them $500 a week. Halt. You're losing $500 a week out this family's. You got to go now.
Immediately.
You got to go immediately. Do you know what $500 a week could do? That's $2,000 a year. Are you kidding? I mean, $2,000 a month. Are you kidding me? $2,000 a month. You're talking about money for savings. You're talking about money for debts. You're talking about money for down payments for either cars or to save up for a new apartment or a house. You're talking about money to square away for investments, but you're gambling it away. I'm telling you now, any man or woman, if you are with a mate that is gambling away $500 a week, leave them. Yep. Leave them now. Run for the hills. Yep. All right. One thing, when you get into, because of course a lot of people, they're like, oh, marriage is great. And you know, what you're really talking about, the wedding is great. When you get into a marriage is wonderful, but it is work. You're going to have to do the day-to-day stuff of like planning where you're going to be, what you're going to do, what are you going to do with money, how are you going to do. And you can go way back to our episode where we talked about money with Lady Lisa and I. And it is, sometimes you don't think about it, you don't talk about it, and you end up with problems. If someone is gambling away $500 a week, I guarantee you it is not going to end well. If you have $500 a week to just throw away, bruh, you can, I mean, I know it doesn't sound sexy, but you could throw that into like a money market account at the very least. You could throw that into bonds, the very least. You could throw that into just a regular old retirement account at the very least. And I know that doesn't sound shiny and sexy, like, oh, I made $800 million overnight or something. But look, $500 a week is actually a pretty significant amount of money.
It's a very significant amount of money
to put away. Like, even if you were to use that money to buy stock every week, you're talking about at the end of the year turning that into like a real chunk of change for a parachute, just in case you need to pull out and jump out of your job or get out of your place or whatever. Because ain't nothing promised. Say you take, you know, that what is it, that $2,000 a month that you got for 12 months, and now you got 24 grand. Now you've been putting in stocks, so that's even doubled over. And say maybe you got, I don't know, 3, 4, 5% back from that, maybe even something like 8% back from that. And I don't know, your apartment floods. If you had gambled all that money away, you ain't got nothing. But if your apartment floods and now you got a whole bunch of ruined stuff, you could always dig up in there, get your money and get your stuff back. Because even if you have insurance, you're going to have to wait. I'm just letting you know, you're going to have to wait. Because insurance people going to make you wait. But that's horrible already. But going forward, says he's 11 years her senior, all right? And he gambles to feed his family. That's how you feed your family. All right, so I want us to step back. Imagine someone who's 10 years older than you. And the way that they get by is by gambling. If that's the case, that woman bet not say nothing about anyone else's job. If someone's like, hey, I want to quit to be a shoe cobbler, shut it up. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Because your man gambles where he loses $500 a week. He gambles to feed y'all. You hoping and dreaming on a poker game that you can have some bacon and bologna. All right?
Okay.
Look, okay. He said he got a ring from gambling for $450 on sale. Now, what kind of gambling you do? You doing all this gambling, losing all this money, and you got a ring. Because in your mind, you're like, okay, so he finally won. He got some change. He got a little something. $450 ring? Like, dude, you've already lost $500 the last couple weeks? Don't you? Not to say that you shouldn't be getting a ring for the woman that you want to marry, but I feel like there's some more important things that you need to do since you were down $500 the last who knows how many weeks instead of getting a ring. And hopefully she would understand. Well, no, hopefully she'd be gone because you're losing all this money. Well, but that's a whole nother thing.
This is the other thing, right? She never, and the judge never asked her, but she never mentioned whether she knew this about him before they really started a serious relationship. Because I get the feeling, she already knew this about him. But see, it's not really an issue until y'all start having kids and you share a place together and bills together, and it becomes all on her. Now, we need to talk about you gambling. I've been gambling all this time.
You right.
Like, but look, now we got these bills. These bills beating me in the head. I'm trying to hold up this house by myself because I can't depend on any money from you. You might have your paycheck Friday. I don't know. But see, when you get paid on Friday, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to see you till midnight. So I don't know if you're coming back with your check, if you're coming back with double, or if you're coming back with nothing. I have no idea. So I
need stability.
Have to plan using only my money and have in my mind, you ain't going to have nothing. Anything you give me will be extra.
A man should provide stability at some level for you. You know what I'm saying? Every man isn't the same. Every job isn't the same. Every income isn't the same. But there should be...
A husband should provide stability for his wife and children.
Yes. Excuse me. Because this whole boyfriend-girlfriend thing is like, y'all. Because each party is trying to get marriage stuff for nothing. You
And,
know what I'm talking
and
about.
women are trying to force themselves into wife status by having children because they know, according to society, if she has his children and he does not make sure that she is okay, that he looks horrible in the eyes of society. But it's
Yeah.
like, no. Your obligation is to those children, not to her.
Yeah, true.
So
true
it
that.
gets to be a very mixed up, conflicted
And then you have these weird
situation.
situations where the guy is trying to be a good father to his kids, but then the mama's mad because she really wants him to be with her.
Right.
And so now there's an argument there, there's a fissure there between them, and now there's arguing and stuff in front of the kids and all kinds of craziness when you could have just found someone for you. You know what I'm saying? You could have found someone who was right for you.
But
in
y'all
the
just having
first
kids
place.
and creating broken homes. Like the home is broken as soon as it started.
Yeah. Like the kid, you done screwed up the kid's mind about his or her father and their relationship, and they didn't even get started. They ain't even out in the world yet.
Daddy don't even live here. I just got here and he don't live here.
Yeah, I'm just fresh new, and daddy don't live here. I digress. Then, all right, so Darnell de-proposes to her. So he proposed, she said yes. Then he took it back
He's like, oh,
because
never
he
mind.
got mad, and then he took the ring back and pawned it. All right, but
Well,
here's-
he couldn't take the ring back if he didn't de-propose.
Yeah,
And he
this-
needed the ring to go
he needed the
gamble.
ring
So
back. Yeah. So, but then changed his mind, wanted to give her a better ring. So, all right. Once again,
you need to trade in that ring to a better
stability.
man.
You need someone who is stable. This man is not stable. Oh, I want to marry you. Oh, I don't want to marry you no more. Oh, I want to marry you again. Look, you don't need that in your life, because this man is supposed to lead you. He's supposed to set the tone for your family. If he don't know where he going, where you going? You don't know where you going. You don't know where your
She
family
don't know where she
be.
going anyway.
Well, yeah,
That's
it's
the
true. She
thing.
don't know that.
They both are just lost in the wilderness.
Yep.
Completely lost in the wilderness.
Man.
And you know what? I gotta go back to what I usually say. Stay together. Both y'all stay together, please. Don't visit your craziness and your
nobody else.
scatterbrainedness
Y'all
thing
two crazy
on
people, stay
nobody
with
else.
yourselves.
Because I don't want y'all faking the funk and go find somebody. He's a nice guy. She's a nice. No, she not.
No, because then you gonna mess some regular people up.
Yep.
All right. The people that ain't crazy, you gonna mess them up.
So just stay together until you can get yourself straight in your mind. Just stay with the crazy person. Keep crazy together.
All right. Now he said himself he had no savings and thought about stopping all his gambling activities, but then he was like, nah. He's like, eh. But he thought about it, but then he was like, nah, I don't feel like stopping. Furthermore,
Who needs stability?
look.
Stability's overrated.
Also, he flies off the handle at her because he gets angry with her. They hit a deer in an accident, all right? And somehow he's mad at her that they hit the deer. It's like, but you was driving. How you mad at her? And also, we know that deer just jump out. You know what I'm saying? That happens. I don't know what in the world you are, like, why are you surprised?
Because she was supposed to see the deer ahead of time and tell him,
she was supposed
wait,
to know what the
watch
deer
out
was.
for that deer.
Yeah, so, all right, so then he comes back, he fires back because he says, hey, well, what about this? Her phone is always on 1% when I call her, but when I'm around her, it's always 100%. All right? So he's saying, like, look, yeah, everybody's saying I'm bad because I'm gambling, but she also bad because whenever I want to call her, she 1%. All right, she 1%, I can't get a hold of her. But then when I need her, you know, or when I'm home with her, she chilling, her phone at 100%. She lying to me about how available she is. It's because she tired of you, really.
I didn't realize it was such an issue with people lying about the phone charges. We
I
had
didn't-
the
yeah,
same
like,
issue in the last case.
Yeah, we got, how many charges do we have? We got like tons of charges inside. We got like charges in the car, charges in the house.
It really is.
You can charge your phone from your computer. You can charge.
Yeah.
Like there's how are these people ended up with low batteries all the now?
They're not.
I ain't going front. My phone battery does, when I get that little alert that it's down to 15%, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I plug it in.
Now,
Because there's plugs all around the house.
now I have to admit, I am bad with it. I mean,
but I can't never. It ain't a situation where like I can't find you.
No.
And then when I find you,
Absolutely
I hear some dude in the background like,
No.
"Yeah, girl, haha."
Because even like I did, honestly, what was it yesterday? We went out and I hadn't charged my phone all day. I'm just not one of those people that got my phone attached to my spleen, like some people do. Like, I mean, I don't know where my phone is right now, and I really don't care. But so it was the charge. But as soon as I got in the car, I charged it. Because why? We have a charger in the car.
We got a charger in the car. So, so anyway, he said he poured liquor in her car because he was mad at her.
Wow.
They was going somewhere. They bought some liquor. They got in a little argument. She decided she won't going. So instead of letting her have that liquor that he bought, he poured it in the car because he was mad at her.
Okay. We ain't got no more money to be wasted because you gambling fit $500 a week. Now you done wasted, I don't know, $30 bottle of alcohol.
He wrote this horrible poem for her that I will not recite for you all. That y'all can go to the episode and see if y'all would like. It's a horrible poem.
And the judge was like, okay.
At the end, at least LaPreshia said that she was actually done. Like she was done and finished, and she won't come back.
But wait a minute.
No more.
Isn't this the case where LaPreshia, didn't they break up for a time?
Well, yeah, but I mean, this is the real breakup.
No. Didn't they break up for it? Didn't they take a break? And she asked him what kind of break it was?
No, I think that was another case.
Okay, never mind.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Look,
I'm mixing up my cases.
Can't keep on the docket. But guys, I think tonight we've learned in these two cases, we're almost at time. You know, hold up, Lady Lisa, what have they learned from tonight?
Well, who done learned?
What the viewers, what we've all learned tonight. What have we learned?
That people are crazy? I don't know.
Okay, here's what we learned. One, when someone says their phone died or is dying or is 1% or whatever, they lying.
If they say
the way people keep phones these days, their phone ain't dying.
If they say their phone dying, they lying.
Yeah, that's rule number one. Rule number two, whenever you have these super hyper complicated specific excuses, it's a lie.
Woo!
I got condom boxes in my car. The response being, oh yeah, see my little cousin, he wanted condoms, but he couldn't buy condoms, so I had to get him condoms. Where your cousin live? An hour and a half from here? Remember the man that said there was condoms in his pocket because he had to let his boy borrow his jeans, and then his boy wore his jeans.
And he put them right back on.
And then gave him back his jeans after he had to let him borrow.
Ain't wash
and that's
them.
why there was condoms in his pants.
Ain't shake them out. Ain't dust them all.
He ain't like flap them a little bit or nothing.
Throw them in the dryer with like a dry sheet. Nothing.
And then also apparently you and your boy are the exact same waist size.
Exact same size.
Exact same. It's like in Hollywood when they go in the coat closet and grab some clothes, they just fit perfectly.
Like Ghostbusters.
Man, oh yeah, Ghostbusters. Much love to Ghostbusters Afterlife. I love the movie. Show Lady Lisa, she likes it too.
Was good.
But when the kids, these high school kids
put on grown men
overalls, and all of a sudden it just fit just nice and snug, just perfectly. Right. Oh man, I do like that movie, man.
Some seamstress ghost had trimmed them perfectly.
Seamstress ghost was like, hold on, I got you real quick.
Right, because I know exactly which one each one of y'all gonna put on.
Yeah, man. Okay. So this ghost can see the future and knows how to knit.
It's a multi-talented ghost.
Yeah, it's a multi-talented ghost. Also, another thing we learned, if someone is lying to you and your relationship just started, stop the relationship. Stop it.
It's very
Don't go have two kids with this person.
Thank you. It's very indicative of what's going to happen. You know.
Like, the dude is already lying to you. He's already lying. Why you don't go? Leave.
You know what? He's a great liar. I think I'll have 2 kids with him.
Yeah. If the man is lying to you, just go and move on. Find someone who don't be lying. Find someone who don't be lying.
Well, watching Divorce Court, it don't seem that easy to find somebody that don't be lying.
Apparently, everybody out there just phones bad and 1%. You gotta, getting drunk, gotta send text to your coworker.
Yeah, I don't know how to come home.
Don't know how to come. Oh, also, next thing.
Having extracurricular babies.
When somebody don't know how to come home, leave them in the streets. All right? Let them, they want to be in the streets, let them be there.
Put on that top lock. How about that?
Oh, yep.
Put on that top lock.
And then hit them with that chain joint. Hit like, X.
Yeah, hey, baby. Baby.
Babe, you see me, babe. Babe,
Come,
why you got the chain on?
come open the door. She walking down the kitchen getting a glass of water. Good night.
How may I assist you?
Go back to wherever you came from.
It seems you've barely beat the sun.
Mm.
Look, yo, the man been lying since you met him. I can't come home at night. He's supposed to be with you at night.
And this is what I said before. This is the thing in all seriousness. I feel, and then you can tell me if I'm wrong. I feel that once a man does you dirty, right? He's been lying to you, he's been cheating on you, disrespecting you, and all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
And you continue to stay with him and continue to forgive him, he loses respect for you. And he's
I don't
not,
know for sure, but I'd probably say yeah, because people do what you let them do.
right.
You
and
know what
so
I'm saying?
it's like he's like, well, I know she knows what I'm doing. She unless she's either
She's actually caught me a couple times, but
either
I gave her my super crazy excuse.
She's either A, really dumb,
Yeah.
or B, really naive, or C, just pathetic and desperate.
Feel like she can't do no better. Yeah.
Right. And either way,
I
I
win.
respect her. Either way, I win, and I don't respect her because
Yeah.
she continues to allow somebody to do this to her, and I just don't care anymore. That's just how I look at it. Because very rarely will you see a man who does that to a woman. She stays with him, and he has a change of heart, and is like, let me start doing right by her.
It's not like a light bulb is gonna go off.
Right. What's his motivation?
This is a person that is a manipulative user.
Right.
So you're expecting someone who manipulates you, uses you to be like, you know what? Let me start treating her right.
Yeah, it's
like, look, I'm just letting you know.
what?
If you're in a relationship right now and someone's manipulating you and using you, just leave. Don't even have a big conversation about it. Just be like, hey, you did this. I can't take it no more. I'm done.
Right.
And then they try to go on a long discussion. No. I'm just done. I'm finished. I can't take it no more. And that's it. You ain't got to have no long argument. It doesn't have to be drama. You ain't have to, have stage plays about it. You ain't got to have this, full, production about leaving and moving out. Just leave. Just leave. Move home. Look, you only got but so much time to enjoy on this green earth.
Yep.
Or maybe Mars if we colonize it. But don't you want to be with someone who ain't lying to you? Like, maybe that's the best question to ask. Don't you want to be with someone who ain't lying to you?
But
go be with someone who ain't lying to you.
But the reality is that some people, the reality too is that some people are so used to drama that they don't recognize love or a relationship without drama. They see it as, well, you don't care.
Yeah, because
if we ain't got stuff going on, if we ain't going back and forth.
Drama has been sold as affection for about 20 years now? In popular media, man, that's a whole nother show about how, especially through reality TV, drama, just everyday drama is sold as affection. Like, I remember this one girl, she was talking about a relationship she had with this dude, and she was like, he's boring. And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, what do you mean by he's boring? She was like, he don't do nothing. I was like, well, what do you mean he doesn't do anything? And she was like, he don't get into nothing. He don't be in trouble. And he don't be doing this. He ain't out in the streets. I'm like, yeah.
Girl, he ain't stabbed me right. He ain't shoot me today.
Yeah, and even what was the girl? The girl that worked. She was on Savage Fenty.
I don't remember her name.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up real quick. We'll end on this. Let's see. Let's see. What was the girl's name? Drea Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
So, is it Drea Michelle? No, it wasn't her. Who was the lady? Because it was on. Who was the YouTube channel?
It was Drea Michelle.
It was Drea Michelle?
Wait a minute.
No, that wasn't her. Let's see. I can't remember the name.
Is it Erica J?
Ari Fletcher.
Okay.
That's who her name is. All right, so Ari Fletcher. Rihanna drops Ari Fletcher from Savage Fenty over domestic violence comments and reports. So, to kind of distill this down without taking too long, basically, the young lady made it seem like being in domestic violence type of situations were almost cool and edgy.
Not
and,
almost.
And well, I'm trying to just move it, but yeah, she was like, I don't want a man who ain't gonna pull out a gun on me and stuff. Look, you can look
ridiculous.
It up yourself.
It was ridiculous.
I'll throw the link in the chat and you guys can look it up for yourselves. She was on a podcast called like something Don't Call Me White Girl podcast or whatever. And she kind of goes on this at length about the kind of man that she wants. And she wants the kind of man that will get loud and throw things and pull a gun out on her. And she's like, I ain't really going nowhere. I just want that kind of energy. And I'm like, that's not good. But this is the kind of stuff that some women are really looking for. They want, so when there's a guy that's like not trying to beat them up, like it's seen as being boring. And it's like, no, you want boring. You want, like, what do you want to happen? It's a relationship, y'all. Living, building for the future, providing for your kids, establishing. Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you want him to do? Pulling out a gun on you? That is not something that you want somebody to do. And so, anyway, she goes further. Then she, when she gets a little bit of, how should you say, maybe some pushback from people that heard it, because there are people that have been in some serious domestic violence issues, and she kind of doubled down on it. She got indignant with it, and Rihanna dropped her from the label, essentially. But yeah, I've heard a young lady saying that he's boring because he doesn't, he's not aggressive, or he's not mean, or he doesn't treat me a certain way. And I'm like, but those are all like negative things that you just listed. Like, you don't want him to do that. Why would you want him to do that? But that's kind of the space that we're in, is that sometimes drama is sold as affection or interest.
Right.
And that's a whole nother story. But y'all, look, drama is exactly what it is. Drama. It's not affection. It's not interest. It's just someone who's crazy, and you need to get away from. Find someone who ain't crazy. That's what.
Good luck with that. I'm just saying.
Anyway, guys, Lady Lisa, say peace.
Bye, y'all.
NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all them places. Hit that thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. Hit that thumbs down if you don't. But of course, remember, you can always subscribe, always share, always send this out, always hit up the website, do what you got to do to be on the inside track with the NERDSoul channel. So we're going to leave y'all with P.L. Parker Lewis. And from us to you, thank you for watching. We out.
I'm the man, yes sir, that killed the bare-handed so the people won't forget it. Getting money for I would label the drink. I care what a broke nigga think.
Just like the Parker Lewis.
Look, everything I do so cold. I can do this, both eyes closed. Too sharp, I stay on my toes. About that guap boy, anything goes. Help the bear if we outside. Help the bear if we outside. Still tipping, baby, nothing changed. I'm still grinding over here, yeah. Still sliding through my own lane. Shorty, nothing funny over here. Dallas rain everywhere around me. Dream to get money. Made it through the storm, living sunny. Dreams came true, now we eating. I got more dreams to chase, gotta reach them. Trying to put a team together like the Hunger Games. Everybody grinding cause we all came from under.